Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I will be making egg bites today, and hopefully there's a new twist on it for you that's a little more heart healthy and Weight Watcher friendly. We're not going to be using cream, we're going to be using the non-fat, or actually no fat Greek yogurt. So let's get started, and our first ingredient is going to be 8 eggs. I have the eggs in a little cup here because I was experimenting with preserving eggs, and so I froze them in several different ways. One of the ways I did was with these little red cups, and I found that actually that was my favorite way. It does make the yolks very solid, so they do need to be mixed with a blender or a mixer, not just whipped. So let's get that done. All right. And I'm just using my handheld mixer today instead of my blender. All right, get those nice and smooth. And then we're going to add our non-fat yogurt. And I'm doing this because I really didn't want all of the calories from the cream, but yet I want these to be creamy. So that is why I've decided to use the non-fat yogurt. All right. Okay, we've got those all mixed up. Next, we're going to be sautéing our onions and our Canadian bacon. Set that there. And the Canadian bacon, I've got 5 ounces of Canadian bacon here, so I'm just going to chop that here real quick. I'm not going to be real worried about tiny pieces, just small enough that we can get a bite every time we take a bite of our egg. All right, so there's that. And then I've got my onion here. I was able to preserve or freeze some onions this year, so I love to have those in the freezer. You can just chop them up real easy, and they freeze really well. My sweet onions were very, very large, and so what I did was just about half an onion in each bag, and just put them in a Ziploc and put them in the freezer. They saute really well. They're just great to have on hand and very much a time saver. All right. Get those diced. Okay, the spinach we're not going to saute. We're going to put that in fresh into our cupcake cups. So we're just going to leave that fresh. All right, let's go over and get this sauteing. Okay, I have about 2 tablespoons of oil in there right now, of olive oil. So we're just going to add our onions and ham and get that sauteing. I'm using the Canadian bacon because it's lower in fat. It has really good flavor, and so just decided to use it instead of bacon this time. Bacon would also be a very good added added flavor in these egg bites. All right, we've got these onions nice and sauteed, the ham nice and cooked through and starting to brown. So we're going to pull this off the stove and just let it sit here for a minute while it cools down a little bit while we add some spinach to our eggs. All right, we're ready to chop up our spinach. Again, we're just going to rough cut. It's going to cook down a lot once we get it in our little cups and with our egg mixture. All right, let's give that a stir and see what we think. All right, perfect. Now we're going to add a cup of cheese. And this is just shredded cheddar cheese. Okay, I think we can add our onion and ham mixture now. We want the onion and ham mixture to cool down a little bit because we don't want our eggs to start cooking quite yet. All right, that looks delicious. All right, so now we've got our pan, and also, one last ingredient I forgot. We're gonna spice it up just a tad bit with some hot sauce. We're just gonna use a couple teaspoons of it. There we go. Give it a little bit of extra flavor in there. Okay. I'm not going to add any salt or pepper at this point. We've got our hot sauce in there. We've got some really good flavors. And so I'm going to leave it up to the person that's eating them to see if they want to add salt or pepper or any other spices. But I think we're pretty good to go. Okay. We're just gonna fill them up almost completely full. While I'm doing this, I have the oven preheating to 350. We're going to cook these for about 20 minutes or so. Do you have a favorite combination for egg bites? Do you like broccoli in yours? Maybe some bacon? Let's see, what other combinations could we do? Feta, put some sausage in it. Those would all be great. Let me know what you think, what your favorite combinations are. I'd love to hear from you about that. All right, our oven is preheated. Let's go ahead and put these in. We're going to put them in for about 20 minutes. All right, we've got the egg bites out of the oven now. We did have them in there for 25 minutes instead of 20. They just needed that extra 5 minutes to cook all the way through. And then we did the knife test to make sure that they were completed or that they were done. Okay, let's cut around the edges here and make sure that we can get them out of the pan. Oh, they just look fabulous. I love the rough cut spinach and ham. All right. Let's get a couple on our plate here. All right. The cheese is melted perfectly and even gives a little bit of a crust on some of them. These are going to be perfect for grab and go breakfasts. You can just heat them in the microwave real quick and take them as you're heading out the door. All right, let's cut one open and see what we've got here. Oh, it's just perfectly done. It looks fabulous. You're going to get a bite of onion, ham, and spinach every time. So it just looks fantastic. If you make this recipe, please let me know what your thoughts are on this. I love the Greek yogurt in it. It just really gave them a nice fluffy texture as well. And if you want to see more of these videos, just subscribe to the button on the button below and press the thumbs up if you liked this video or tried this recipe and enjoyed it. And if you'd like notifications in your inbox every time a new video uploads, please ring the bell. Thank you so much. Have a great day.